trachea and variants. There is also an exchange of gases that happens between the circulatory system and the respiratory system inside the lungs, which we will talk more about. Fun fact, the lung on the left side of your body is smaller than the below the lungs is the diaphragm. This is the dome-shaped muscle that works with the lungs to help you inhale. The diaphragm tightens and flattens out. This allows the lungs more room to fill up with the air that is being breathed in, released, exhaled. Everything sucks. Go ahead, take a nice deep breath and see for yourself. You inhale air through your nose or your mouth. If the air enters through your nose, it is filtered by tiny little hairs called cilia, which line the passageways of the nose and keep dust and other substances from entering the body. Cilia is also found throughout the respiratory tract. Once the air enters through the mouth or nose, it travels through the pharynx or throat, down the trachea or windpipe, which is also lined with cilia. The cilia, located in the trachea, remove fluids and other unneeded substances out of the airway, so that these substances do not. It travels through a series of branches located in the lungs. The bronchi are two air tubes located at the end of the trachea and carry air into the lungs. As you might expect, one of the tubes goes to the left lung and the other goes to the right lung. These branches eventually turn into thousands of tinier tubes called bronchioles. Each bronchiole is about the same thickness as the hair on a person's head. From there, the air ends up in air sacs called alveoli, which are located throughout the lungs. This is the place where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide is produced in your cells through a process called diffusion. It is then removed from the body via your blood, which is pumped through the heart, and finally released when you exhale. The exchange of oxygen from the air and carbon dioxide from the cells is called respiration. You know, like the respiratory system. After respiration, the red blood cells that surround the alveoli in the lungs